People are getting phone calls from someone claiming to be a debt collector, but the caller is not legit.
No, On Your Side consumer reporter Jen Strathman first reported this nuisance in November of 2010. And as you're about to see, the calls are still coming.
The messages are constant.
You will be behind bars for 6 months.
And in some cases threatening.
And let me tell you, once you're behind bars, you won't get a single drop of water all year.
For Cheryl Luciano, her problem started with an online payday loan. But she didn't go to one of the local office locations, she did it online. There are dozens of sites offering quick cash, as much as $2,000. Good credit is not a requirement. Cheryl says she desperately needed cash to fly her stepchildren from New York, so she applied for a loan on the web.
I did have reservations about doing it, but I had to get the kids home. That was my priority.
Cheryl says she paid back the $300 loan and all the fees, but weeks later, money started disappearing from her bank account. Harassing phone calls followed, demanding even more money.
He said he was going to make my life a living hell.
It's online loan sharking, basically.
Morgan & Morgan attorney Billy Howard is handling hundreds of cases just like Cheryl's. Some even involve threats of violence. He says many times the collectors are posing as something they are not.
They're claiming to be a branch of the FBI or another type of federal officer. That's a federal offense.
Howard says caller ID shows the numbers as U.S.-based, but suspects they are originating from other countries because they constantly change names. Angie Bolden also went online for a loan, and months after paying it off, she started getting calls at work.
I've been threatened that the sheriff is going to come to my job and pick me up. They've even contacted the HR person.
Bolden says the collector would not give her an account number or tell her who he was collecting for. Her frustration finally boiled over. Howard says these types of web-based loan companies prey on people in need. Cheryl regrets ever giving out her bank account information, and her debt advice is to stay away from them altogether.
Do not go on there, find the money somewhere else.
Now, the Federal Trade Commission says they only have dealt with a handful of these cases, but they are aware of the problem. Do not respond to messages that ask for any personal financial information. You are protected by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, so if you feel like you're being ripped off, report it to your state attorney general. On Your Side, Jen Strathman, News Channel 5.